We start this hour as Swiss President Karin Keller-Sutter and Business Minister Guy Parmelin will fly to Washington for trade talks with the US on Tuesday, that according to the Swiss government. According to reports, Switzerland will try to avoid 39% tariffs which were announced by President Donald Trump on exports to the United States. The Swiss government has said that the pair will facilitate meetings with the US authorities and hold talks to improve the tariff situation for Switzerland. According to reports, it is not yet confirmed whether they will be meeting with the US president or his officials. This comes after the Swiss government said that it was ready to make a more attractive offer to the United States. The Federal Council also held an emergency meeting and said it was ready to pursue negotiations beyond August the 7th, which was a deadline. The Swiss government has reportedly given no details of what extra incentives could be offered to secure a deal, but it did say it was not considering any countermeasures against the United States. Well, joining us to discuss these developments, Peter Cordio, Chief Market Economist at Spartan Capital Securities, who's joining us live from New York. Peter, as always, a pleasure to have you on the programme. How big is it that these Swiss officials are heading to Washington in search of a better deal?
I think it's a very positive step, and I think it's basically was the intentions all along of Trump and his administration to induce these representatives at high levels, by the way, to begin some sort of a negotiation that will eventually lead to some sort of a deal. And obviously, the steep tariffs that will likely be imposed and kicked off will not last that long. So I think it's a good sign. And I think this is basically the scope, the whole idea of putting on these steep tariffs to bring everyone to the negotiating table.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, the Swiss President and Business Minister both travelling over, showing the significance of this meeting that could potentially take place with Donald Trump, though it's not yet confirmed. I posed a similar question to you previously, Peter, but do you think this could set a precedent, a high tariff placed on a country, and clearly the top decision makers in that nation doing everything that they can, including travelling to Washington to try and get this deal down?
Oh, absolutely. I think we'll see more of this, I believe President Trump has said that he would be meeting with the Prime Minister of Canada, and I would suspect he'd be meeting with many other leaders of other nations that need to close a deal that would be beneficial to both sides. Now, tariffs are not really the best way to go about it, but this is what the administration wants. They feel that they need to change the world order of trade, and that they can do it by doing it this way. 10% tariffs, if they bring it down to that level, which I don't think so, because Trump has said several times over and over that 15% is the base point. So I kind of think, it's going to be hefty and it's going to be inflationary, but it's certainly better than 35 or 40 or 50%. So I think the whole idea is to get negotiations going, and I'm very confident that deals will be made.
Yes, Peter, thank you for that insight. Please do stay with us as we shift our attention now to